Welcome to what I learned in astronomy in 3 minutes-ish. Try to keep it at 3 minutes. I took a particular interest in learning that the ancient Babylonians, the Assyrians, and the Egyptians were able to approximate a length of a year 3,000 years ago just by tracking the star Sirius early in the morning, and that they adopted a 365-day calendar 3,000 years ago. Aristotle studied different portions of the moon's sunlit hemisphere, and based on his observations, and from that, and even when the Earth was during an eclipse, seeing the shadow of the Earth, was able to argue that the Earth was round. He also argued that the Earth was round because if you went further north, you would see different constellations than if you went further south. And that if the Earth was flat, we would all see the same stars. The next chapter was chapter 3, orbits and gravity. I enjoyed learning about Newton's law of motion. An object at rest stays at rest. An object in motion stays in motion in a straight line until acted upon by a force. He hypothesized a universal attraction among all bodies everywhere, and that gravity wasn't just limited to Earth, but it was a general attraction of force between all material. He invented that dreaded math, calculus, to deal with this and to prove his theories, that the magnitude of the force of gravity must decrease with the increase of the distance between the sun, or between any two objects, in proportion to the inverse square of their separation. So basically what he was saying was that if a planet is twice as far from the sun, it is half squared, or it's going to be 1/4 as large as the sun. If it was 3 times as far from the sun, it's going to be 1/3 squared, or 1/9 as large as the sun. Found that interesting. I don't like math though. Chapter 13, I enjoyed that one. I found that amazing, learning about comets. Chapter 13 was comets and asteroids, debris of the solar system. It was just amazing. I enjoyed learning about the atmosphere, and that what we actually see is their atmosphere is just comprised of dust, and that it's just illuminated by the sun. I thought that was the whole comet. But the comet is actually the nucleus, which is only a few kilometers across. What we're actually seeing of a comet is what's called the dust tail, which seems to always point towards the sun, and that the ion tail we are not able to see. I also liked learning about comet. I'm going to mess this up. I'm going to try. Comet Hyakutake. I enjoyed learning about that one. That one was really fascinating, and how it was discovered, and that Mr. Hyakutake was able to discover it using binoculars. I also found it fascinating to see what Professor Caffey actually, I guess so to speak, does, that he was a part of that project in gathering the information. So, that's everything I learned in 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Thank you.